If you're seeing this, then this is your full moon in Aquarius message for my air signs. Hello, welcome. If you are here, that means maybe you are an air sign, either sun, moon, rising. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Maybe it's one of your big three, sun, moon, rising. Maybe it's another planetary placement that's significant. Maybe you're just identifying with air energy right now for whatever reason. So either way, welcome. My name is Lara, if you don't know me. For those of you who do, hey, welcome back. So we're here under this full moon in Aquarius. This particular full moon is also a super moon and a blue moon. So there are huge amounts of energy happening right now. It's a lot. We also just had a really big month astrologically. There's so much that I'm not even really keeping up because there's just so much happening. There's many planets in retrograde, notably Saturn and Uranus, and I think maybe Pluto. I don't know, don't quote me on that one. Definitely Mercury retrograde is happening. We're high Mercury retrograde vibes. So this is a huge point of reflection in so many different areas, in so many different ways. And being a full moon on its own is already time of clearing, letting go of what's not working since you've started, with the seeds of intention that you planted under the new moon. So what started to grow, what needs to be pruned away to make room for more growth, right? So, and very, with a super moons are rare enough. And blue moon, that is actually where we get the term, once in a blue moon, is because it is even more rare. So the fact that they're both here together with all of this energy, and there's all kinds of other portals that have been opening and all kinds of other things that have been active and activated, and I am exhausted. I don't know how you're feeling. And kind of a little crazy. I'm feeling a little crazy. But with this full moon in Aquarius opposes its opposite sign, Leo. So with this full moon in Aquarius, we're really being challenged to take a look at, how we are stepping into our power, that is our authenticity, our uniqueness. Knowing that our particular uniqueness is how we bring healing to the collective. So there's a lot going on. That's layman's tip of the iceberg, because I'm not actually an astrologer, but I love astrology, and it informs a lot of my work and what I do. And the tarot, has these archetypes within it. So, but there's just so much that we could keep talking about it, and it would, we could make a really long video. I just don't want to do that, basically, because I don't 100% know what I'm talking about as far as that goes. But regardless, all of that energy that's here, whether or not you're finding this video at the time of the super blue full moon in Aquarius, this is happening August 19th, because it's appearing larger, it's appearing brighter, so it's going to look fuller for a few more days. So this energy, we're always dealing with the energy as it's moving, but this is going to be more intense energy over the next few days. So doesn't matter when you're finding this video. It could be a year from now, it could be 5 years from now, it doesn't really matter. Also, because time isn't linear, so these messages are finding you exactly when they need to find you, and we could just leave it at that. You know what I mean? Because you can make up the rules however you want it. to be. Why not? Okay. All right, so very demure, very cutesy, only sometimes. Okay, so, but what we're gonna do is, I have a few different oracle decks. I have my Keeper of the Light oracle here, so I'm going to pull a card from there and see what guiding energy wants to come through, who's gonna come through and like work with us, who's sort of protecting and overseeing us at this time. And then we're going to use the tarot deck to look at the focus that we have, air signs under this moon, what's being illuminated for you. Then we're going to look at what gift is available for you to receive with this and what gift is here for you to give. A little giving and receiving, right? And then we're going to put a cute little bow on top with the moon deck and get a little advice or encouragement after we've taken a look at what's going on. So that's what we're going to do. Also, this is, do keep in mind, this is a general reading. You will know what messages are meant for you within this reading. So it may not be super, super specific for you, but we're looking at the themes, the energies, the patterns. These can all manifest in various different ways, in various different parts of our lives, and manifest very differently for different people. So it may not be like to the letter on your case, but you'll get the gist of it. And anything that doesn't make sense, you don't have to hang on to. Don't clutter yourself up with messages that aren't meant for you. So you'll know what's for you as long as you're, keeping in mind, willing to have an open heart and open mind and willing to face your truth. You'll be great. So, let's see what we've got going on for us. My goodness. All right, I'm going to grab our Keepers of the Light Tarot Oracle. This is an oracle deck. And ask who is here for my air signs coming through to guide us. Oh, there we go. 1 second. All right, so flying out of the deck, we have Bridget. Bridget is a Celtic goddess. And Bridget here, she's holding her flame. She's got her like Celtic crown around her. And it says inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. The red and the green is really speaking to me. It was like orange. Interesting. I have the little book as well, so we'll read a little bit about her. Yeah, Bridget is a Celtic goddess of Ireland who is closely associated with fire and the time of spring. She is the twin flame of Cernunnos. I have no idea if I pronounced that right. Just saying. She was so well loved by the Celtic people that when Christianity came to Ireland, she was adopted as a saint of holy wells and other holy places. She's a powerful figure who can help us channel our energy into something that is important for our growth. And as she herself has lasted through the ages, she adds longevity to our journey so that we can reach a deep state of wholeness. You can call on her to bring her sacred flames to burn away anything that's not serving you, to bless any new projects you have in mind, and for support with fertility. Okay, now fertility could be, something's happening with my eye. Interesting. How interesting. Okay. Okay, are we good? I wonder what that means. Fertility could also, this doesn't have to necessarily mean like pregnancy per se, although maybe it is for some of you, but fertility in any other sense as well. Creatively, bringing things, birthing things, new projects, right? Which we mentioned. Your spiritual fire is growing within. Recognize that the power of your soul is greater than you think. You have come a long way since you began this journey. There is a powerful force within you, and you have the ability to create wonderful changes in your own life and inspire those around you to do the same. Be aware of new projects, opportunities, and fertile ideas that can grow into something larger than you may imagine. Call on the fiery goddess Bridget to light the way ahead. My eye. Okay, I feel like there's something here with my eye that's happening. Maybe you haven't been able to see your path very clearly. And I'm saying that because it's my right eye, and that this is the masculine side, and so this is a lot about action. So maybe you've been wanting to take action with new projects, with birthing things into the world, but it's been really unclear or it's been really difficult to see forward, to see the road ahead. Maybe you would know. Okay, interesting. Let's see what else there is. More will be revealed here. So we're gonna take our tarot and ask, we're gonna do 3 cards. I'm gonna get a little shuffle first. Hello. And can I please have 1 card for our focus for our air signs? That's my other 2. Thank you. Is that the focus right there? Perfect. Great. Thank you so much. Interesting. Okay. I need a minute. Okay. The energies in this card are really big, and it was overwhelming. So I had to just, okay. But we're going to start where we always start. We're going to take a look at our shadow cards here. So, the energy that's right underneath the surface that's, running the show for us at this moment in our subconscious is the 8 of Wands in reverse. So I feel like your sense of direction, and this would make sense with my eye, your sense of direction, like it's been maybe scattered or feeling all over the place. Maybe it's even been feeling like you're moving backwards. This is a possibility as well. There's been a focus on relationships and partnerships here and finding happiness in those relationships and partnerships. Maybe as a distraction from where you actually need to go. Or not. Maybe they are really fulfilling and happy relationships, but regardless, with the 9 of Wands in reverse, it's really gotten past your barriers. It's infiltrated into your space. Your defenses have been down. And not that it's bad or something that's not good for you per se, but I don't think it's serving as forward movement in the direction that you want to be going. These connections that you've invested in, right? Maybe you've relaxed your boundaries a little bit. And with the Tower card in reverse, that's indicating that, you know, it's because there's this, right? It's the full moon. There is this chapter that's done and like you don't want to let it go. But it's all bringing you into alignment. The choices that you're making here with the Lovers card. Lovers is a card of choice. Okay. So that's what we have happening underneath the surface for us. But what do we have as far as like our focus? There is, like, I just can't make it up because there's a very clear new beginning, new phase for you. Maybe some of this misdirected energy. Yeah, this is distracting you from this brand new beginning, this whole new chapter. You know, you're learning to trust the universe. You're being asked to trust your path, surrender to your journey. You are divinely led. And even if you fall, you're falling into this matrix of the universe. I think you know what this new beginning is. Do you? And that's, we had, you know, new beginnings, new projects here as well. I think what you're struggling with is this sense of distraction. There's all these other things that can, and listen, this doesn't have to just be romantic. This could be work. This could be, you know, and they could be relationships that are fulfilling and that are bringing you something into your life, but it's definitely like, it's weakening your ability to start fresh in this new beginning. Okay. Inner strength. Talk about inner strength. So then, all right, so that's our focus. Air signs. What is our gift to receive? Well, this is a really interesting one. You have the Sun in reverse. Now, no matter if this is like the most positive card in the deck. So even in the reverse position, it is not gloomy by any means. It can indicate like a lack of confidence. You know, it can indicate maybe some issues with feeling inspired or feeling driven or ambitious. I think here, the gift of this, right? Because you would think the gift would be like, I'm so confident, I can do anything. Like, that's how I feel this person in this card is. But I think that the gift here is that it's noticing what's hindering that confidence at this time around your new beginning. Okay? There are perhaps negative self-talk happening. The gift to receive is the awareness of where that's happening and hindering you. Because it's that voice that's putting you in this sort of state of confusion and making your eye blind, irritating your eye, irritating your vision. And that is interesting because I think it really goes hand in hand with the gift that you're meant to give. So, like I said, big energy. This is all major arcana energy coming out on the table. So this is like huge. This is a hugely important new beginning. And you're just like, I don't know where to go. But you do. Maybe you don't know how you're getting there. And maybe that's what these voices are. But I have a feeling that these voices, the gift of the awareness that's coming, noticing these voices, the ways in which you're talking to yourself. I think maybe you're talking yourself out of this new beginning for whatever reason. Jeez, come for me harder, please. This is what I get for being an Aquarius rising, I guess. But also with the Empress in the reverse position, this is the gift that you have to give. It's the overwhelm. Okay? This voice, I feel like I'm like giving you the answer right now. I don't know if this is fair. And this may be super specific. The voices are around the overwhelm. And I think it's really going to be about surrendering to the overwhelm, surrendering to the feelings of infertility, showing up to do it anyway. Again, the Empress, super fertile. She's all creative energy. She's pregnant with the whole world right here, okay? We just had, hello, hi, hello. All right, so she's come out twice. And there's a real need to be caring for you at this time. Surrender to the self-care. Give the self-care, right? That you like interesting, because if it seems like we're like, in self-care, it feels like maybe we're taking, but in this context here, in your reading, it's really like the self-care is the offering. It's not a negotiation. That's the gift that you're giving to the universe, is you taking care of yourself, you treating yourself like a precious object. Because you're really, and this is tough stuff too, because to identify these voices, it's hard with this huge new opportunity that's in front of you. But this is so necessary for you under this moon. So, this is really speaking a lot to the level at which you're taking care of yourself so you can start on this path. I feel like the negative self-talk is the hindrance, and for whatever reason that you have, that it's self-care is hard, especially when you don't already know how to do it. I didn't know how to do it. I'm still not great at it. I'm better than I was, but if you ask me, I don't even know, not even that many years ago, self-care routines. It was like, what do you mean? What is that? And that looks like a lot of stuff. But also within that is self-care is also identifying these voices and then going to take a bubble bath and crying if you have to, and whatever. Just really loving on yourself. because you need to bring both of these energies into alignment, into like a positive alignment, so that you can go out on your new beginning. And it's not to say, look, this is easier said than done. So this is something that you're probably going to keep working with as you go through this. But using the overwhelm as an excuse to be like, I don't know where I'm going. You don't have to know. You just have to go. And heal these parts of yourself that are telling you that you know, that are putting negative energy into your head. And it's a lot easier said than done. But all of this is going to, there's going to be a very much illuminated over this moon. So, know that this is the part of the process of you returning to your wholeness, that you have the power, whether or not you feel like you do. Oftentimes, and I know this from the extensive time I've spent in 12-step programs, oftentimes, like, the first step is admitting that you have a problem and that your life has become unmanageable because of this problem. Now, this is like a very extreme example because, addiction and things like that are very difficult, very difficult. But I find that even outside of addiction, when you recognize that you're like, I don't have any control over this, not a single bit of control. I don't need to continue talking myself down. I need to settle down and focus on taking care of myself. And it's that moment where you realize, like, you just literally throw the hands up. Like, I can't do it. That's often the moment that you are finding your power to step into, which sounds weird, right? It seems like an oxymoron, because it seems like quite the opposite, but really it is recognizing what you do and don't have control over that brings that manageability back to you. You don't have control over how overwhelmed you get. So admit that and lay down for 10 minutes and then let your system process. And after that 10 minutes is done, then you can get up and keep going. And acknowledge those voices and tell them that it's, thank you, but no thank you. So this is like hugely significant shift here. And I could see why you want to distract yourself away from this, because this is huge. Right? With great power comes great responsibility is the thing. When you step into the fullness of who you are, your entire life will change. Even if you don't step into the fullness, if you take one step in to like just one ray of your light, that can fundamentally shift your entire reality. And with that power comes the responsibility, because the things that you used to use, the ways in which you used to be, have to go. But you're bringing yourself into greater wholeness and alignment. Does that make sense? I hope so. Let's go ahead and pull your moon card here and just get a little sense of, what advice or affirmations or encouragement do you have for my air signs coming through Oh, did you hear that? Encouragement. Somebody's excited about it. All right, let's see what we got. Ha 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 ha. Oh, okay. All right. I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. Oh my God, there's so many feelings I have around this card. Wow. Okay, let me open up the book. Yes. Talk about power. Where are we? Wow. Okay. I'm like shook. I'm literally shook here. Okay. This is wild. There is a primal and wild nature at the core of our being that demands to be heard. Also why we just like heard yelling, by the way, because my bedroom window was open. Sometimes we need to leap freely as the wind sweeps us into a vast forest. Hi. Other times we need to express our wildness within our community. Wolf has arrived to remind you of your unique wild spirit and your ability to choose how you express it. She also represents a balance between your own needs and the needs of your tribe. Aha, okay, interesting. Wolves are fiercely loyal to their mates and live in socialized packs. They're also strong individuals and curious explorers. Those that find freedom, choose what freedom means to you. Choose what freedom means to you as you embark on a journey of personal discovery. As clear as the wolf's howl at the moon, learn to hear your inner voice and unleash your wildness. Learn to hear your inner voice. And what is that inner voice saying? That's your gift. You're learning to hear that inner voice. And look at that. Wow. And the color of the moon with the hair. Okay. That's what I've got. Also the moon deck, they also do like little rituals. The one they suggest for this card is to go howl at the moon. So that's your assignment should you choose to accept it. All right. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for being here with me. Hopefully this made sense. Please let me know if this resonated with you. Leave a comment. If you liked this video, like, share, subscribe, all of the things. And there's more information on, if you're curious about what I do a whole bunch of stuff. But all of that information is in the description box below. You're welcome to take a look at that. You can connect with me. I'm on Instagram and TikTok. It's kind of a mess right now, but it's very cutesy, very demure, how we figure ourselves out. We're on a journey, okay? Very mindful of the journey. Let me stop. Yes, would love to connect regardless. And yeah, I hope this was helpful, and good luck as you walk through integrating this energy, working with this energy, and I will see you on the other side.